Happy Monday. I made a lot of sales over the weekend on Poshmark from sending out offers on my closet, so let's go over a couple things that sold. First up is this Love Shack Fancy cardigan. It sold in 3 weeks for 30% off the listing price, and I made a $44 profit off of it. Now with Love Shack Fancy, especially even like the sweaters, I think this is the first fall time selling sweaters for me that I'm gonna be focusing on just like selling them really fast, because Love Shack Fancy is one of those brands that their resale value isn't as good as it used to be, and it's kind of sometimes like unknown unless it's like a super new item how it's gonna sell. So I'm more about selling items fast. So buying this around $50, I knew I was just gonna aim for a $50 profit. So when sending out offers this weekend, I took a little bit less of a profit from it, but that's okay. I'd rather like sell it now than even wait. Even though we're getting into the fall time, I'd rather like just sell it quicker. Next is this Geisha Designs dress. It sold in 2 weeks for 32% off the listing price, and I made a $30 profit off of it. Now this is an Anthropologie brand, and I normally don't source Anthropologie brands, but this brand in particular is one of my like thrift brands I'll look out for. Only really when I'm at the thrift store. They have really unique dresses, I don't even know, it doesn't even look like Anthropologie to me almost. It's very like higher end tier. So I will pick up this brand of Anthropologie. So it's definitely just a brand to look out for, specifically for dresses, anything like mini maxi, and that's more like extravagant. Next is this Reformation set. It sold in a month and a half for 29% off the listing price, and I made a $72 profit off of it. Now I got this from the sample sale, and it was like the only one there, and it was currently still on the website full price for close to like $600-700. However, there wasn't that much like data available on the marketplace for it, so I wasn't really sure how searchable it was, how in demand it was. There wasn't like a lot of bloggers wearing it or anything like that, so I was kind of just taking a shot in the dark. So I did list this originally, I think around like $500, but it wasn't getting much likes on it. That's when I continued to relist it and decrease the pricing, and I ended up around $350 this last relist time around. So after sending an offer out for $250, it sold. I maybe could have made a little bit more money, but again, I'm really focusing on if something's not really getting that much activity, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it quicker, even if I'm just making, as long as I'm making at least over like a $50 profit. It makes sense for me just to like turn it over quicker if the activity is not there. If there was a ton of activity on this, I probably would have held out for a higher profit. Lastly is this House of CB set. I loved this set, but I guess not a lot of other people did, or buyers, because it took a year and a half to sell. It got so much attention on it when I first had it listed a year and a half ago, but I just didn't really have any takers on it. I eventually sold 50% off the listing price this week, so I made a $40 profit off of it. Luckily, I didn't spend too much money on it, so I was able to make some decent money after selling it for $100. I think I originally had it listed for $300. It was worn by a lot of like celebrities and bloggers, had a ton of great photos, so I thought it would sell a lot better than it did, but it was a size extra small. But still, extra smalls usually do decent for House of CB, but this is a little bit of an older style, even though it doesn't look that old. House of CB, I find the styles that are selling well are within like the past year, so if you're selling House of CB, definitely make sure you're doing research on those styles, because even like the corset styles that were selling really well last year have declined in value. So just be sure you're staying on top of all of the styles are selling well within the brands. If you have bought anything from my Poshmark or eBay closet recently, thank you so much. I feel like I'm finally at a place where I'm like, wow, I like don't have that many items. I think I am down to now 400 items, like sub 400, 399 items. So I am very happy with where I'm at. So I don't even think I'll be liquidating that much. I will probably just be liquidating, focusing on eBay, just relisting a little bit better on there and dropping prices. So I pulled items for my Whatnot show this week, but now that I have kind of everything more manageable, I think my Whatnot shows might be like every other week. I might still have like 2 more before I move. We'll see, because again, I don't feel like I need to pull out that much more before I move. So definitely make sure you check out the one I have coming up soon. But yeah, sales this month have been good, but my profit hasn't been like amazing, just because I have lost a lot of money on clothing items this week just to get rid of them, like a last ditch effort before I move. So yeah, hopefully now moving forward, I feel like I haven't really sourced too much recently, so just going to be focusing on sourcing those good items to put in my closet moving forward.